Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed video. And in today's video, I'm going to be putting you guys up on some game on how to beat these crazy, annoying hook spammers in Undisputed by showing you guys the best play style to do so. Now, my reasoning behind making this video is because I get this question all the time on my live streams. Hey, Crooks, what is the best play style / what is the best way to deal with the hook spammers in the game right now? Because they are becoming more and more common if you're playing online Undisputed in general. So this fight right here, you guys are going to see how I deal with it and how I'm able to really implement a play style that forces my opponent to get out of hook spamming me. So I'm going to be using Juan Manuel Marquez here in the lightweight division, and I'm going to be going up against somebody that is a boxer that people love to use and hook spam with in JCC. So let's go ahead and get it started here for the video.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters.
All right, so as you guys can see here, we take the middle of the ring right here.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab.
Now the one thing I'm noticing is that he is looking to pull, and there's the hook spam. So that's the first thing that you want to notice.
Through the hook, didn't land.
Right? I'm going to pause it right here because you guys see we're not even we're 30 seconds, 31 seconds into the fight, and he's already thrown 5, 6, 7, 8 hooks already in this round. And they're not power shots, so they're not doing a crap ton of damage, but they're interrupting. And that's why a lot of people tend to love to throw the hooks that aren't the regular hooks instead of the power hooks, because they're quick and they interrupt. So I read that straight off the rip right there. So you guys are going to see the adjustment that I make here is start utilizing the feints. And my reasoning behind that is because I want to mix in the timing of my entries. And that is super, super important when you're trying to beat somebody that's hook spamming in the game. You guys see right here, we're taking our time. I'm still popping out the jab, but I'm trying to use the feints to mix in my entry timing so that way he has a harder time trying to just time out my jab with his hooks. So you see right here, it's causing him to stand still. He has no idea when we're actually going to enter with a punch or when we're throwing a feint.
That hook had to hurt.
Right here, we're still staying in the middle of the ring as much as possible because we don't want to back ourselves up into the ropes. There's a feint, and now you see him popping out the jabs as well.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this
year. Now you see here, he doesn't, because we're mixing in the feint so well and we're disguising our entry timing, he's not able to land those free hooks that he would get if he did have our timing.
You know the scorecards are,
and that's opening up our offense quite a bit. Right there's a nice jab hook. Circling off. Now that's a successful first round.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last
now, what's important about that, what we just did right there, is we set ourselves up for success going into the later rounds of the fight. Because we were able to mix our feints in really, really nicely, we threw off his rhythm, threw off his timing, and then that opened up our offense to start landing combinations. We started jabbing to the body, coming up with a rear power hook to the head, as well as we're preserving our stamina. So somebody like Juan Manuel Marquez, he does not have the best cardio, and I know that. So the less we can eat shots, the more we can keep ourselves off of the rope and stop body punches from coming through or from even being started, the more success we're going to have. So very, very successful first round from us right there against a JCC player that you guys see wants to throw a lot of hooks.
Start round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
So right there you see the triple hook. And I'm not afraid to slow down the fight, because if I play too fast, he's going to throw those hooks. I am going to get caught And I'm going to get super frustrated and probably end up losing the fight. So right here, you guys see he's making the adjustment by backing himself up and basically baiting us to enter into the pocket and start to pressure him.
I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest.
So we need not to fall for that trap. And if you guys see your opponent start to do this after you've won a round or two, do not fall for the bait and walk forward, because that's exactly what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to stand still and back himself up so that way we walk into his hook trap.
Jab misses.
So right there, you see us ripping down to the body. Nice jab on his part. You see, there's the hook spam. He's not doing it as much as I've seen some other people do, but if we allow him to start having success with it, he's going to increase it as the fight goes along. Right here, we're using the nice footsies. There's the hooks. There's our lead uppercut. Now, I want to pause it right there because I want you guys to really see something. You guys seen when I pulled his hook back, I launched off the power lead uppercut to the body. That is a very, very useful tool against hook spammers, especially if you're making them whiff. If they don't have their timing down, they don't have your timing down at all, it is a very, very useful tip to pull the hooks with the lead uppercut to the body, because it's going to start to create that body damage and start to slowly but surely drain that stamina down, as well as it's going to cause your opponent to lower that block, and it's going to open up the combinations to the head for you. So very, very useful tip. So right there, we missed on the lead hook straight. But now you see my opponent started to kind of go away from just hook spamming. He's starting to throw a lot of jabs to try to find his range. And we're making it very, very difficult for him by launching off strikes that we know are going to land.
There are no losers in this one.
So right there, nice power hook to the body. And that's the end of the second round. Very, very solid work from us right there in the second round. And look at the stamina, 91% heading into the third round. We're sitting in a really, really good spot. Even with somebody that doesn't have the best cardio.
Situations, you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again.
You see how we're feigning? We're utilizing the footwork. I'm not just constantly moving forward at him. I'm kind of just basically trying to bait him to throw strikes at a range that I know he can't land at. And that strategy honestly can be used by anybody that uses a taller fighter. Because even guys like Canelo, their reach isn't the longest in the weight classes. Canelo has what? I think a 70-inch reach. So if you're using somebody like Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard has the same reach. But Sugar Ray Robinson and Terrence Crawford, you're going to have a really, really considerable reach advantage. So definitely learn how to play footsies. Right there, you see us popping out the jab. And you guys see I'm not overcommitting on shots. I see him standing still, so I'm going to be popping those feints off. But unfortunately, we get hit by the 4-piece of hooks right there.
Because no one dare do anything.
There it is, pulled it beautifully. Jab to the body. He's popping off jabs. There's a right hook up top.
The straight right just misses.
Trying to work in a broken rhythm where we can to kind of just steal a turn away from him and try to catch him in vulnerability if we can. Right there was a nice lead hook, nice double rip right there by him, though. There's a nice hook. And you guys see he's starting to implement that lead hook, that lead power hook to the body with JCC. And that could really be a big problem because not only is it a power punch, but it's also a specialty of Julio Cesar Chavez. He has liver destroyer, so it's a nice adjustment by my opponent.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last
so end of the third round. Stamina's not looking too bad, and we're still having a lot of success, but we realize that my opponent is starting to make adjustments as well. So
really strong round. Let's see if they can finish the job.
Right, so we're up 29-28. So we're having some success.
Excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then.
So now, like I said in the last round, we're going to try to work in the broken rhythm to start landing some volume on him. But we want to be defensively sound. Because against hook spammers, that's exactly what you have to be right now in the game. You have to be very defensively sound and know where you're at, because they start ripping like that and you see the body health goes down really, really quick.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
It's right there. We ripped him to the body. Still just playing it cool, but he's throwing a lot of hooks. He's landing a lot more in this round than he did in the previous round, so we blasted him with a clean two-piece of our own. Made him whiff, countered him with the jab to the body. We try to rip him to the body with a punch of our own, but we don't land. And there's a counter right hook. We can't be eating those, man. And this is what I'm talking to you guys about, over-pressuring against hook spammers. We started pressuring him a little bit too much. We walked right into his trap, and he made us pay with those hooks. And look, again, gotta be smarter. Right there, nice double hook combo of our own.
3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off.
Playing that footsies.
Frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And now I want you guys to see exactly what he's doing right here. This is something that you're going to see a lot of against hook spammers. They will pull. They will pull like this. So instead of going up top with a step in right hook that sometimes lands, sometimes it doesn't, you should start to launch body jabs and power body hooks to try to drain down that cardio. But don't do it predictably, because if you do it predictably, you'll get caught with an uppercut, or you'll get timed with the double hook combination and you could get hurt. But start to work that body. Very, very important.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up.
So here you see him pulling a lot. The jab, we ripped down to the body, got out of there clean. There's that right there. There's a nice double hook. He misses, and it's the end of round 4.
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round.
Very, very solid round. Very, very solid round, and we're making the adjustments as we go. And that's what you're also going to need to do against hook spammers. And this play style is going to allow you to do that beautifully. Because you're slowing things down. You're able to make reads
an excellent last round. Everything works
at a slower pace. So
then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
There, hit him to the body. And you see him starting to pressure a little bit more because he wants to get in range to throw those hooks. Right there's a nice body hook. With the body hook of our own, but ate a hook on return. There's a nice double hook.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness.
And now you see he's starting to try to pressure us, so we're trying to cut escape angles. But unfortunately, he's starting to land a little bit more than what we would like. Feinting that jab still, making him whiff when we can. Nice jab to the body by him. Ooh, right hook up top landed beautifully. The jab missed, and then into a power uppercut because we know he's going down to that body.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
And that's an adjustment that we can make as well.
How can you separate them?
Just throwing that power uppercut to the head when we feel like he's going to go down to the body. Because it looks like that's what his strategy is going to be now.
One punch is good, 2 punches better.
All right, so we're still staying in motion. Nice power hook by him. Still playing that footsies. Nice jab up top. Just kind of keep him honest.
He misses with that jab.
Nope. Block that body uppercut. And now you see here, we really got him out of just spamming hooks except for right there. He's throwing uppercuts, he's throwing jabs. So we're making him have to adjust to what we're doing. And that's the end of round 5. Now, he did have a moment right there towards the end of the round where he was able to land 3 to 4 hooks on the same side. So we can't allow him to continue to do that. We need to stay defensively sound, and I cannot preach that enough. Because if you don't and you're not thinking defensively, these guys will hook spam the shit out of you. They will. So focus on defense first before offense. Because defense against hook spammers is what's going to allow you to drag them into the later rounds and get decision wins.
This aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly
so right here you see he's still moving forward. Nice jab, step off, lead body hook by us.
Because if you fight a man that is used to doing
nice jab straight as he entered into the pocket.
Why are you giving him that chance to dance?
And I noticed that he is chasing us a lot and he is missing a lot of shots as well.
Because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
There's that triple hook combination he was trying to go with. Ooh.
Neither fighter willing to slow down.
And I believe this guy is he has 247 wins, so he's a gold, at minimum a gold 4 player.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
So this guy has played the game enough to know what he's doing. So here we're still just taking our time, popping off the jab still. Notice how we've never gotten away from the jab. We're still utilizing that. And primarily we have to stick with the jab because our feints are coming off of the jabs. So we want to get him used to us throwing jabs, but not like that right there. He just countered us nicely with that
let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Still just taking our time though. You notice how we're not rushing anything. Even when we get landed on, we're still just playing it cool, safe. See, I'm trying to pull right there. And that's the end of the 6th round. Now, me, myself, personally, right here at this part of the fight, I knew that I was winning the fight. I didn't know exactly what the scorecards were going to say, but I'm thinking, hey, you know what? There's a high chance that I've probably already won this fight if the judges score it the way that I'm thinking. But I'm wrong, right? And that's something that you need to pay attention to as well. Sometimes you can be wrong. Sometimes you feel like the fight is going your way when it's really not. And then it becomes clutch time. So now that I know we're tied, at least on one judge's scorecard, now we need to tighten it up. We need to land the power shots. And we need to stop letting him land on us with those counter shots. So you see right there, nice lead hook straight. We're going to start implementing that because we haven't used it all fight long.
It's an uphill battle.
We see him pulling like that. We're going to feint, close the distance, and then back up. Feint the hook, step in, jab right hook, landed beautifully. And you see him looking. He's trying to anticipate us, so we're going to hit that body. Especially after we know he just missed a 3-strike combination. Still just taking our time. Not rushing anything. Nice jab to the body, hook up top. Feint the jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say.
And now unless he does something really significant, like get a stun on us or get like a 3-4 punch combination on counter, we've won this round because we put the work in early. There's a nice double hook combination. Whip down to the body, jab lead hook to the body, but nice rear hook to the body by him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Backing out of the way.
Both want a knockout, you can tell.
And I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be sitting here being like, oh, well, Crooks, you're running. I'm not running, number one. I'm setting up offense off of good defense. And number two, why in the world, as the longer fighter in this matchup right here, and the taller fighter, would I want to just be standing inside the pocket with somebody that I know wants to work inside? So I know there might be people that are like, hey, you know what? We want more action. You should have. But the more I open myself up, the higher chance I get hook spammed, and the more of a likelihood that I'm going to get stunned and put out. So it's all about fighting smarter. Sometimes you just need to, you just need to switch up the mentality and just out IQ your opponent instead of just trying to go through and bulldoze him. So right here, I know I need to win this round because it was 57-57.
What a gift. What a gift.
when the
it is to
scorecard
have
was
a
shown
chin
in the
where
7th
you
round.
know
So
you
we
can
want to
work through
win that
anything
judges
and everything.
scorecard.
When you let those shots go,
Because you never know.
bouncing
The
up
judges
and
in
they're walking you
Undisputed
down.
be so
So
damn
demoralizing.
janky, man. You never know what the
Absolutely
hell is going
What
on.
else can you do?
Not gonna lie to you. So here we're still just taking our time.
He misses
There's a
with
nice
that
hook up
jab.
top. We've been landing pretty consistently in this round, so I feel like we're sitting in a good spot.
Both fighters
Circling
landing in
off the
these
side of the
exchanges.
ring.
Judges
Hit him
have
right there with a
tough
nice
job.
clean right hook to
Very
the
close
body.
match. It shows the skill,
Barely
the
missed on that double
discipline,
hook combo.
the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare.
And I want you guys to
do
notice our
anything
stamina too, man. It's up really, really high for being in the 8th round.
You'd like to see more jabs.
So right here, he's closing the distance. We're circling off, trying to circle him back into the ring, but he did a good job of adjusting to it. Right there, that right hook hurt him because he was circling into it. And now we're looking to get that knockdown to secure the fight, and we're able to get the knockdown on JCC in the 8th round, man. In the 8th round. And now we know we have the fight in the bag unless we just completely mess it up and we do something really stupid and we allow him to get a knockdown. That's the only way we'll lose this fight. But there's only, what, 4 seconds left. We're just going to sit here, ride the round out. And that's the end of the fight, man. Now let's see the judges' scorecards right here. Let's see if they give it to us, which they do. We knew it. And look at that right there. 77-74, 79-72, and 77-74. These last 2 rounds on these 2 judges' scorecards really are what won us the fight. This judge right here only gave him 1 round. So I don't know exactly what the difference is between Dennis White and Matthew King and George and Matthew King. But anyways, that's what I was telling you guys about the judges' scorecards. But anyways, those last 2 rounds were really, really crucial for these 2 judges, and that was going to be the determining factor. So we were able to get the job done. We clutched it up. And you guys take a look at the stats right here. Now, he threw 199 jabs because we forced him with our good defensive IQ to change up from throwing a lot of hooks. But he still threw 180 hooks right here. You guys see? And look it. He landed under 50% on both of them. And under 50% overall. But look at our land rate. We threw 106 less punches, but outlanded him, and our percentage was 62%. The lowest land percentage we had was our jab at 58. I mean, this is damn near a perfect play style. It's a perfect play style, and you guys see right here, look at my opponent, 247 wins. Like, this guy has won a fair amount of fights. He's almost won just as many as I have. And I have more losses than him. So, yeah, this guy knows exactly what he was doing. But look at, tell me we didn't just fight the perfect fight against somebody that, you guys seen it, what really wanted to hook spam us. You feel what I'm saying? So, very, very good play style to have against hook spammers in the game right now. And if you're able to implement this and really work it into your own game, then I promise you guys will have a lot more of an enjoyable time and you'll be able to get more wins consistently here on Undisputed. But that's it from me, my people. If you guys did enjoy this fight and you guys did enjoy this video and you are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button so that way this video does get tossed into the YouTube algorithm and more people get to enjoy the great content that I have for you guys here on the channel. But until next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from, and I will see you guys in the next video.